Aaron says you saved him down there. Next time you should ask for a reward.
I feel much better now, thanks to you. I don't think I thanked you properly down there. I found a few Jedi artifacts down in the sublevels. I was planning on selling them to Darala, but I'll sell them to you. Oh, that again? I sold Sulru the moisture vaporator in the same condition it was in when I... Alright. Darala got there before me, and she just took the modulator because she was loaded down with the other stuff that Sulru abandoned. But after I sold the farmer back his moisture vaporator, I won the modulator from Darala in a game of stones. Finders keepers. I've got a permit that allows me to salvage anything on the Enclave grounds. I didn't make up the laws here, but I abide by them all the same. You're a bit demanding, aren't you? If you want the modulator, I'll sell it to you for... I'll give you the modulator. Huh? Did I just... you're welcome, I guess. Back again, huh? But it's nice... It was all Tapelay's fault. She said the entryway to the sublevel was safe enough. That area has hardly been explored. We barely got in there. Then everybody started going left and right, grabbing anything they could. It was every man for himself and nobody was watching for Lagrix. Then, before you know it, we were under attack by those beasts. So salvagers were running every which way and they left me to die. All the easy pickings have been picked. Now everything that's worth more than a glass of Juma juice is long gone. So the sublevel is about the only place. And as you might have noticed, it's very dangerous down there. Almost nobody's managed to get anything from down there. Not that it matters. Nothing gets by you, huh? There was a group that managed to get in and got one of the best hauls ever. Tapelay's, but they were a damn sight more organized than we were. And they've caused more problems dead than they ever did alive. They were the first to really get anything from this damn level. They were so confident they went right back in. A bunch of us salvagers waited by the entrance. Only 2 of the 4 came back, and 1 died right away from his wounds. The other man was gonna be rich, but then he picked a fight. It wasn't much of a fight. Then there was no one left. And that's... Well, since every last one of them is dead, their find is sitting in the militia's headquarters. That's one of the biggest claims ever, and so people keep saying that they were owed by the dead salvagers, or that they're related. But Zeron isn't an idiot. The only thing he's gonna believe is a will. And after some tried to pass less than authentic ones off on him, now he'll only take a will and their... She was playing you for a fool. No doubt she'd like to find those bodies. That plus a conveniently worded... Probably not, since you know the truth. Unless you're willing to make a fake will, though, the truth won't help. You look like the type of moron that'll just turn it. That may be the right thing to do, but it don't make it the... Whatever you want to know.
What? Who is that? Oh, it's you. You go down into the sublevels yet? Or did you... It's a shame about them. Have any luck getting to their bodies? I should flay him alive for helping an outsider. I figured it was worth a try. Those salvages are worth more. You're not seriously thinking of turning the bodies into Zeron. Then no one would get the salvage. At least if you give it to me, you can make some credits. What? You go... What? Who is that? You go...
Admiral, this is Mikal. I have found the exile. Welcome back. Is there anything? What else? Someone has been taking holocrons from sites across the galaxy. It was almost... The situation on Dantooine is echoed in other places in the galaxy. Raiders, more so than the Jedi themselves. Much has been forgotten in recent wars, and I fear that greater troubles shall... The destruction of the Academy on Ossus near the Kron Drift in the Sith War. The teachings of Master Arca. The adventures of Jolie Bindo and... What else would you...
Any luck on getting my modulator back? Excellent. How did you deal with Jorin? Really? You must have been very persuasive. I'm relieved this situation is finally resolved.
I hope that you haven't run into any... Is there anything... What have you learned?
Hello there!
It's you again. You want... I'll tell you what I tell all those grubby salvages. No body, no claim. I'm no longer even looking at wills or credit notes, and if you think that's let me see the will. I'll be glad to get rid of this claim and get those salvagers out of my headquarters. He left all his possessions to one of the other dead salvages. Will I ever get rid of that damn Jedi garbage? Guess nobody gets them now. The administrator will have to figure out what happens to them. And until then, the salvage... It's you again. You want... We've already... You want...
I hope that you haven't run. Is there any... I have no doubt that maroon means... What have you learned?
Halt, settler. This is a restricted area. How the hell did you get through the Kinrath? We are highly trained veterans, and you're just a settler with a toy blaster. We're taking the— I'm gonna say this nice and simple for your little calf-hurting head, unless you want to wind up dead. I warned you, but I'm glad you didn't listen. Attack, men!
Always rushing into action without thinking of the consequences. What? You're expecting thanks? Kunda is in danger, and you've ruined the best chance of averting a full-scale conflict. Right now, Dantooine is at a critical moment. If Kunda falls, then the Republic may lose control of this system. Still, I'm surprised you were able to get this far. Although you do have your Jedi training to fall back on. Every action has consequences, no matter how small or insignificant they seem. And even the smallest choice has the potential for harm. The Mandalorian Wars was proof of this. Intentions mean nothing if a greater tragedy is caused. I need to get to Kunda and warn them. They could be attacked at any moment. If you wish to prove yourself, then do so. Kunda's in danger and they need our help. The mercenaries have allied themselves with the Exchange and are planning to attack Kunda. They've been holding off for the right moment. And now, since they lost their captive Jedi, they'll attack immediately. I'm going to try to reach Administrator Adari. Time is of the essence.
Yeah, what do you want?
You are the Jedi I've heard reports of, and I am Azkul, leader of the mercenaries on Dantooine. That is correct, and I want you to help me. According to my reports, I have 4 times as many soldiers as the militia, and I'm committed to taking Kunda. It is inevitable that I will succeed. If you wish to avoid my men eradicating the people of Dantooine, you will make it easier for me to take Kunda. Of course, I will pay well. You'd better reconsider. I can't have a Jedi interfering with my plans. There is a considerable bounty on your kind. Men, I trust you can handle this Jedi.
I heard a rumor that the administrator met with the Jedi.
What do you want now?
I see you have found the elusive Master Rook. He's told me that his rescue complicated our situation to some degree. I can't say that I anticipated that. I thank you for finding him, though. Vrook has informed me that the mercenaries devised a plan of attack to annihilate Kunda itself. Zeron says that even with a plan, the mercenaries have to gather their forces, then coordinate their assault. So we still have time. I'm afraid the militia has not been adequately trained for the task that befalls them. Right now, just us and the militia. I don't want to create a needless panic. But be assured I will make sure that all civilians are warned in time so they can get to safety. Though if we lose this battle, nowhere on Dantooine will be safe for settlers for long. Our militia is effective at peacekeeping, but isn't prepared for a full-scale battle. If you can do anything to ready them for the reality of it, that would be helpful. Besides that, look around Kunda and see what you can do to strengthen our defenses. I know that we don't have the perimeter turrets online, and that alone could make a significant difference. Zeron says there is a considerable chance they will breach Kunda itself. Anything you can do to slow them down could turn the tide of battle. I have instructed the militia and other Kunda personnel that you are to be provided with anything that can be spared. Unfortunately, that isn't much. Here is a MasterCard key that will open all of the security doors inside Kunda. Anything that might aid you in your task, please use. Soon, all the civilians will be evacuated. So if you have any business with them, I suggest you take care of it. Whenever you are ready to find...
Zeron was right about the mercenaries all along. I guess my ego clouded my judgment as to what's best for Kunda.
We've been told to provide you with anything you need. We have to keep the news of the mercenary plans quiet.
Gun turret. Thanks, stranger. I should be back to duty in no time. Thanks, stranger. Thanks, stranger.
You heard what the administrator said. Each of us has to do what they can. We'll have time to talk more when this is all over. You heard what the... We'll have...
I was right about you. You are trouble. But you might just be the right sort of trouble we need. The mercenaries aren't quick to mobilize, so you have time to do what you need. You sure? Once we're done with that, there may not be any time left before the mercenaries... That's fine. Better take care of anything you need. We could use people handy with a blaster. Getting people to join the militia. We also got a lot of things that could use fixing. It isn't glamorous, but that type of work sometimes makes a load of difference. Just look around. Off the top of my head, the men who were wounded by the turrets are holed up in the med lab. But our men have had some men lay traps around Kunda, but nobody here really specializes in demolitions. I'm sure there's... The side security door to Kunda has been malfunctioning as long as I've been here. It may be best to just seal it off lockdown so nobody gets through. We got some broken assault droids that have been collecting dust for the last 5 years. If they were working, it would help a lot. If I had it my way, I'd recruit any citizen of Kunda that can hold a blaster. But it's hard to convince peaceful farmers to fight. Inspecting the perimeter, talking to the troops and coming up with a battle plan. I fought in a war or two, but I'm no general. In my experience, people like you are better at strategy. You want a hand in making the plan, you got... We could use people handy with... We also got a lot of things that could use fixing. It isn't glamorous, but that type of works. Off the top of... The 3 turrets outside Kunda are on the blink. They went haywire the other day. The men who were wounded by the turrets are holed up in the med lab. But our medic droid have had some men lay traps around Kunda, but nobody here really specializes in demolitions. The side security door to Kunda has been malfunctioning as long as I've been here. It may be best to just seal... We got some broken assault droids that have been collecting dust for the last 5 years. If I had it my way, I'd recruit any citizen of Kunda that can hold a blaster. When you're ready...
Thanks for the help. Since you're asking me, I suppose I could. I figure I still... Zeron has asked me several times before to join the militia. So I expect he's going to be very...
A lot of people here hate Jedi. When they were here, they tried helping us.
Welcome back. What else?
Zeron keeps goading the mercenaries. I think you should let the little things slide. He makes things...
What do you want now? Yeah, I guess so. I'm not too fond of my job, but it's better than the job I'd have.
Charanana gundoso remina. Charanana gundoso remina che l'ora. Terewana jun konata della raguno tunna. Dai rinturun kawre kare papa. Der rinturun to wakare kwe wap gerebu. Ninso telepachan korsada nane gra dall'unuta choloren. Terewana jun konata della raguno tunna. Dai rinturun Der rinturun to wakare kwe wap gerebu. Ninso telepachan korsada Terewana jun konata della raguno tunna. Dai rinturun kawre kare papanala ranshinga. Terat Der rinturun to wakare kwe wap gerebu. Ninso telepachan korsada nane gra
Greetings, Chap. May I...
You again. Nope, I'm way too big. Can't you tell? I'm a mechanic.
Since you are here to bolster Kunda's defense, I will hurry to the mercenary camp and delay their assault however I can.
I imagine that the mercenaries have got two goals in this whole thing. Kill me and kill the administrator. The rest of the settlers won't have courage to resist if they succeed. The administrator's locked up in her office tight, which means that the mercs have to go through us and Kunda's defenses. Thanks to you, they're gonna have a tougher job. That's about it. Now we just need to dig in and wait for the mercs to come. Well, I'll tell them what's there to do. I'm not much for words. All right, I'll assemble the men. I hope you can speak good. You're much better with words than me. I think it'll really help. Let's get ready for the mercenaries. If we fall here, all of Dantooine falls with us.
So you're the Jedi. I take it you are responsible for the surprises we've had during this battle. Stand aside. Our quarrel is with a distinguished administrator. This isn't your problem. Is that supposed to convince me, Jedi? I was trained by the Sith. My unit killed many Jedi. I'll give you one last chance. Leave the... Then you've allied with these flaming settlers. The galaxy doesn't tolerate weakness. I was trained at Malak's Academy. Your tricks won't work on me. You're just another dead Jedi to me.
Sorry I was held up, but it looks like I've arrived in time to pull you out of your predicament.
Kill them all.
So much for your aid. You can be sure that Dantooine will not forget how the Jedi protected us from this threat. I'm sorry to offend you. You are, of course, our savior, and I am very grateful to you. We are a humble community, and this conflict has greatly diminished our resources. I hope this reward will be sufficient. I am humbled by your generosity. I will put this to good use. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much work to do. Dantooine will be slow to rebuild, but I am confident now that we will one day achieve prosperity.
Kunda is safe in no small part due to you. I feel certain that the Administrator wouldn't have made it without your assistance. I may have misjudged you. In any case, I am free to talk about whatever you wish. There are a few of us left, but I do not even know if the others... We've been forced to divide our forces and retreat to places which will be different. Do you have more questions? Have they? I've seen no evidence of them upon Dantooine. Only murderers and raiders. Why would they attack you? You are no Jedi. You cannot feel the Force. Perhaps it is Dantooine, but I do not feel such from you. I feel nothing but what I felt in the Council Judgment Chamber on Coruscant so long ago. Still, you and your connections were often a subject of debate in the Council. It is possible that returning to known space, journeying with others, has caused the Force to stir within you again. Though it seems unlikely the Sith would bother with you. For some reason, I believe you. Still, I am curious as to how they would know to find you. Your trial was not public knowledge. Regardless, these Sith have struck, and you survived. This is more knowledge than I had before. And that means the Jedi may gather. If you can find others, or find some trace of the Sith threat, then we shall gather here on Dantooine. And from there we may decide what can be done. You have more questions for me? Because you defied the Council and followed Revan to war. And from that war came another. Do you know how many worlds were destroyed in those wars? Dantooine, Telos, Sirocco? Do you see now why we counseled caution instead of action? You are the only one to come back and face judgment. But that was because you had lost your connection to the Force. Another casualty of war. No doubt you still blame us for your exile. I had hoped your isolation would give you time to reflect on what had happened, what you had done. But I see it as not. Do you have more questions for me? Force bonds? Yes. It is the bond that grows between... Such bonds normally grant strength to both, but not to such a degree. Are you certain? Perhaps it is merely what you believe. Still, your ability to form such connections, to influence others, was always a subject of discussion, even when you were a student here. Perhaps it is a punishment of a sort. But a bond that ties two lives together, such bonds do not seem natural to me. And with your loss of connection to the Force, it seems such a connection would be impossible. Perhaps it is Dantooine, but I do not feel such from you. Still, it is you have more... We did nothing to you. Accuse us if you will, but cutting one off from the Force... Such punishments are reserved for only a few. Although it was within our power, we did not inflict such a loss upon you. Your loss was a casualty of war, no more. Perhaps that is a question you should ask yourself. It is not something I could help you with, even if I wanted to. Perhaps still, it is... You have more... I suppose there is something I should show you that will keep you alive long enough to prove useful. I'm not sure if this lesson will be to your liking. This is Neiman, a lightsaber form of balance, which contradicts the recklessness that you have so often exhibited. Using this technique provides no particular strengths, but also lacks the weaknesses of some of the more aggressive. I don't know how you learned that so quickly. Still, your form is sloppy. Keep practicing to tighten it up and you'll be fine.
Saw you fighting the mercenaries. Just amazing. I wish I learned Jedi too.
Thanks for your help with the mercenaries. I hope...
You are always welcome here, Jedi.
Zeron was right about the mercenaries all along. I guess my ego clouded my judgment as to what's best for Kunda.